Well, Ice Cube is defending, himself against, accusations where people are claiming that he, is, MAGA and all of that, in which I've never heard Ice Cube say nothing about MAGA, but let's go ahead and check this out.
You said people who believe that you're a MAGA supporter got you up.
People who think I'm MAGA or Trump supporter and all that, and I went out there and voted for the Republicans and all this, man, they got me up, Never said that. They have no proof. I ain't never endorsed a candidate. It's just a narrative that's wrong. And
why do you think people believe that you support Trump?
I think because when I put out the contract with Black America, both parties came to me, and I discussed it with the Democrats, discussed it with the Republicans, and the Democrats was like, yo, after we win, we'll deal with it. And the Republicans said, yo, you got some good ideas. Can we use a few of them and put them in our plan? Now, their plan was called the Platinum Plan. That's not my plan. That's theirs. That was done in their own think tank, and they came up with that. And people are saying that was my plan. And so they running with it. But they the ones stupid because that's not the truth.
See, Ice Cube in the 2020 election, he did what a lot of black people are talking about doing and are practicing. He went to both sides. He went to the Democrats. He went to the Republicans. And he said, hey, this is what I got. This is what black people need. The Democrats said, yeah, okay, we'll talk to you after the election. The Republicans, which was Trump and them at the time, hey, can we use some of this in our plan? So they took from some of the contract with Black America and put in the Platinum Plan. Now, we know this election, we ain't heard nothing about the Platinum Plan at all. This time around, we didn't hear that. Black people should have jumped on that in 2020 while it was being presented, because in this election, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump did not say, okay, we're going to do this specifically for black people. And Kamala did it. She did it toward the end and say, oh, we're going to talk about black men, which there's no such thing as just black men by themselves. It's black men, black women, black children, if you're going to do something. But, Ice Cube at the time, you got to think about it. He was ridiculed. He was lied on. People said a lot of, things about him that wasn't true. So when I didn't see his brother say nothing during the election, I understood why. Because people in our community sometimes it's just silly. And they will follow that Democrat, a lot of them, to the end. So I don't fault Q for not saying nothing. Because one thing I'm about is that you try to help out our people, but if our people greatly attack you like that, and they trying to affect your, way you feed your family, and all. No, and sometimes, because you gotta remember, Ice Cube isn't in politics. He's an entertainer, and I don't really believe entertainers should be risking their livelihood to be getting involved in politics, because politics, even though Ice Cube has always been involved in politics, don't get me wrong, he always been political. Okay, this is the guy that came out with America's Most Wanted, with America with 3 Ks. Okay, so not too many rappers come out with albums like that. We know he was with, Farrakhan and them a lot of times. He had the FOI around him. So this is his history. But, I'm pretty sure that's sick in him. I'm pretty sure his wife, say, hey, man, look, don't get involved with that. Just, you did what you could. I know you love the community, but sometimes you got to fall back. And like I said, I don't blame Q for any of that. The brother did what he had to do. Sometimes you do what you need to do, and then sometimes fall back. Maybe, and what I'm noticing today is that the things that Q was talking about 4 years, 4 years ago, now black people kind of getting on that now. Because you got to think about it. Trump wouldn't have got elected if black people were still on what they was on back in 2020. We would have had Kamala Harris. So it was just maybe he was laying the seeds, and it just kind of came up 4 years later. But, shout out to Q, man. I think he got a new album out, so, definitely check that out.